All right, folks, chilling out here in the garage with the ST, and got a new video today. I'm gonna, to the best that I can, it's really kind of the first time going through this, so you'll get the growing pains with me, but this is a Valentine V1 Gen 2, and I've replaced, if you look back on my channel, you'll see I've got a video of hooking up the, so I've got my quad lock action here. This thing will go on top of there and kind of fit right here. Right? Everybody knows how quad lock works. But I had a Uniden R8 on here, and the main reason I'm changing is because with the Uniden R8, really with any radar detector, even when you get the screen on the front as bright as it can get during the day, especially if you got sunglasses and stuff on, you just cannot see the lights on here. So this is Bluetooth. The Uniden R8 is also Bluetooth, and what that means is that I've got a Cardo on my helmet, and I compare the phone to the radar detector, and then I get the alerts in my ear. So the radar detector, as it's beeping and telling me if it's K-band, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I want to kind of walk through. One thing on my bike here, I'll just go ahead and turn my bike on. But I've got this Garmin Zumo XT here, and so you can see here that the phone connects into this Garmin Tread app. And so this kind of becomes the master of ceremonies, if you will. It's the traffic cop, so everything is kind of paired up to that. With the radar detector specifically, again, it's not. The radar detector is pairing up with my phone directly. So what I'm going to do is put a microphone on this camera, and I'm going to put it inside my helmet, and I'm going to basically from this point on really turn on the Cardo, turn everything on so you can see kind of how everything gets set up. Okay, so we'll move over to that next. All right, got a good microphone attached now. So here's kind of what I've got going on here. So a couple different things here with the Valentine. So the Valentine, like most of these radar detectors, uses this RJ11 connection here, right? That's how it gets power. On the bike, even with my Uniden, same setup works here. And if I remember, I'll put a link to this guy. I just got it on Amazon, but it's a 5-volt power adapter, and it's just a regular old USB here into this RJ11, and it'll power up the radar detector. Another option is with the kit itself, you get this contraption, and so this can actually just get wired. It's got the fuse and everything in it, so this could actually just get wired directly into your bike, and I could just wire it, splice it in, or basically wire it into the same harness that I used when I hardwired my Garmin Zumo XT to the battery. So that's probably going to happen eventually, but one of the things I had to find, I'm going to see if they work or not, but I had to find these little rubber kind of connectors that would go in here that are waterproof. Because one of them you use, one of them you don't. One of them is actually for this accessory. You can see, if you can see that on there. This is where the radar detector plugs into, but this is for this accessory that you can put on. It's called Savvy. It's just some other stuff that we won't use on the motorcycle. So we got the radar detector, we got the phone. This is our V1 driver app that we'll be using. So if you go into the Play Store here, you got the V1 driver app. You also have the V1 connection app, which is kind of the official connection app for the Valentine, but this one will not do the Bluetooth stuff. So if you want to do the Bluetooth to the device, and you can see you can connect here, you can go to sound settings. These are all the tones that you can alert on. You can change the volume here. You can set the ducking feature. Basically all this stuff here is how so you can see it's not connected because obviously the radar detector is not even plugged in or turned on. But what I'm going to do is move the microphone off of me over into my helmet and start kind of powering everything up so that you can hear what everything sounds like basically inside of the helmet. So let me get that whole thing set up here and we'll start turning stuff on. All right, so I'm actually wearing the helmet. So what you can hear is probably really muffled and sounds like garbage. But let me go ahead and turn the Cardo on now so you'll hear that come up here.
Phone connected.
So that phone connected actually is not it connecting and pairing directly to my phone. It's actually paired and connected to the Garmin Zumo XT. This will actually pair directly to my phone. The Garmin Zumo XT will let you pair a second device, but you don't want to do that because I haven't tried it yet, but I'm assuming that some of these features like the ducking features and things like that, where it'll duck the music and things like that that are playing, it won't do it unless you're in kind of this hands-free mode. So, so you can see on the app here, I'm not connected at all to the radar detector because it's not turned on. So the next thing that I'll do here is get some power to the radar detector. So you'll see this guy come up. And now you saw this come online. Should get something in
V1 driver.
So that's in my ears, right? That's coming through in my ears. All right, here we go. Let's ride. I'm sure this sounds like garbage, me talking. I've got that little microphone up by my ear so you can hear everything that's going on. So basically what I'm going to do is get started like we're going to go for a ride, and which we are. And so I'm going to go ahead and get everything unconnected from, I've got my thing plugged in, so let me unconnect that. I had my bike on the charger while I was doing all this stuff. I had to update the maps and stuff on here as well too. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the Cardo on now. All right, so hopefully you heard that. Now I'll go ahead and turn the bike on. And when that all comes on, we should get phone connected.
Phone connected.
There we go. So we got that going. Is just so you can hear this, I'm going to get some directions to, let's go over to the Harley Davidson dealership. Now the next thing I'm going to do here is get the Valentine up and running.
Proceed to highlighted route.
All right, so we'll turn that on.
V1 driver.
Okay. And there's that message that you can see here. So you see how that, I don't know if you could tell what was going on.
Impossible, make a U-turn, then turn right. Impossible, make a U-turn, then turn right.
So again, I got my earphone, my microphone in my ear, so everything you're hearing is what I'm hearing inside of my helmet. But now we've got this thing on. I've got the Savvy, this setting turned down. This is GPS miles per hour, and so you can set this down so that it will basically mute all the alerts at below a certain speed. So like say you want to, anything below 20 or 30 miles an hour, you just want to turn it off so it doesn't even alert you. You can make that setting here, and then if anything happens, if the radar kicks on for any reason at 30 miles an hour, it's just not even going to alert you for that. So I'm just going to put my phone in my pocket now. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but you get a little blue light on the radar detector to make sure that you know that the Bluetooth is still connected. But if it does disconnect, it will let you know. It did that a few times. The last time, I'm not sure why.